Unity is basically like a box of Legos. Just put the Legos together however you want. But building an engine yourself, you have to make the Legos that then make.
Dude, you made a game engine for a project?
It was the last final project, like the last class.
Your senior project?
You gotta make an engine and then make a game in the engine.
How'd that go, dude?
Damn, that's actually crazy. Wait, no, yeah, you told me about this.
I mean, it's hard to make an engine. There's just so much shit that you don't
can go wrong.
Well, there's just so much shit you don't think about, like when you use like Unity or Unreal, like that you don't have to like. It just does. Like you just do like, I just do game thing, and then I just put it here, and then just press play. You know, like you can't do that. Like if you're
Game thing.
you just have to write that, like the code that actually like allows you to do that. Like in Unity, there's like game objects, and then you can just like there's different properties like of a game object. There's a bunch of different methods you can use on the game object. But, like if you're making your own engine, you have to do all of that yourself.
Sounds easy, bro.
The main thing was just like hard to think like that far in the future of like like I might use like this thing, but like what am I gonna do? Like what are all the things that I could potentially want to do with something like this?
Like you have a rock, then you gotta explain all the physics of the rock and what it can do.
I mean, okay, so that's just like objects, but you have to do everything else, Melvin. Like you have to write
Every single object?
Well, yes.
No, I understand that, sure, yeah.
Like think of like Unity. Unity is basically like a box of Legos, right? And then you can just put the Legos together however you want. But building an engine yourself, you have to make the Legos that then make the like.
That's a good way of putting it.
That's what someone said. The teacher said that, didn't they?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, he was downplaying you, Drew. The teacher must have said it. Hey. Drew's a wise guy. He's an old ass man.
That was actually most of the stuff that I wrote. Was the graphics engine.
Really? So, and how did the game came out looking? Good?
I mean, the graphics engine doesn't really have anything to do with the game looking good or bad. I mean, a little bit, but like, a game can only look as good as the assets. I'll put it like that.
You trying to say you didn't have much assets to go through it? I
mean, we didn't have anything. We just had like free assets, pretty much. Like you could just find like on Unity or online or whatever. We didn't. No one.
I mean, there's a lot of like.
No one knew how to like 3D model or anything. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stuff, but not for like specifically what we wanted to use it for. Or like that was like there wasn't a lot of stuff that was fully rigged. That was the other thing, like that had like animation with it, because I mean we couldn't do any of that. None of us knew how to like draw any of the animations. I mean, they didn't teach us that. I mean, we needed stuff that like already had animations.
I see. What game is made? What game is made in Unity right now? Like only Unity. I know like Roots. Do you think you can make like a great game or something like that?
Say again?
Do you think you can make a good game?
From our engine? No. I mean,
for a engine, like for any engine.
I mean,
it's just time.
I don't think I could solo do one, to be honest. Like, it was pretty difficult, like doing it as a team. So I can't imagine, like, doing something like that I actually like or want to do like solo. Like for example, like I've always kind of wanted to do like a fighting game. I think that would be cool. But just like knowing all the shit that goes, like I don't know if I'd really want to fucking do that myself. And I've tried like doing it with different people like a few times before, and then I just kind of like, I don't know what it is, like I just like lose motivation to do it sometimes. Like me and Tyler were gonna do it for a while, and it just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of like fizzled out. And then same thing, like there's a couple other people, I don't know, I just like lost like motivation to do it. I don't know.
You guys are really gonna make your own game?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're gonna make our own visual novel. I don't know shit about art assets though.
Yeah, because I think like the thing was, I told Tyler, I was like, I'll do it, but I was like, I don't want to do like any of like the network shit. And he was like, okay, like I'll figure it out, it's fine. And he was
classic.
I think he like got a little bit into it. I don't know if he still like has any of the stuff like that we did on it, but I have no idea how to like do like a networking like engine thing like from scratch. I have no idea how to do that. They barely. I mean, we had one networking course in college, so I like have no idea like, how you would do that.
I don't mean to brag, but I know something about network. I actually don't know that much. I took one course, and I think before that I needed to know a little bit of networking for another class I took, and that was about it. But I do have to take a few more network-related classes before I graduate.
Yeah, it was fun. Our game wasn't like amazing. I mean, it was all right. It was. I will say when we at the little like event thing, people just played only our game the whole time, not to flex or anything. But
really, was your game that good though?
Say again?
Did your game have any like reward to it or anything like that? Like
No, it wasn't. I mean, no.
Was it like a platformer?
It was. It's basically like if you've ever played Bomberman Blast, it was basically that. We basically just like remade Bomberman Blast.
Did you at least speed run your game?
Like for even like the month like in front of us and like our month and behind us, like ours was the only one that was like actually fun to play.